Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for September. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am going to take just a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Leo out there. Take what resonates for you guys, leave the rest for someone else. You can also check your other signs and placements if you feel it's not your reading and see if your messages might be there. Keep in mind that the monthly readings are predictive in nature, so if these events aren't occurring currently, they could be occurring in the next few weeks. And as always, Leo, don't push yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of Leo? What would you like Leo to know for September? What would you like Leo to know for September? Okay, so we have the Strength card in the reverse. Let's see what's crossing that, because that is your card in the major arcana, and the Seven of Pentacles. So there's something here that you're working on, and I feel like you're feeling it's not very successful right now. You could also be in a fear state, so be careful with that. I do feel like you're investing in self, and there's a need for you to delve deeper in that. You're being very patient about something. Hold on. Thank you, Spirit. In the past, you've been holding on to something. Yeah, you're guarded here, but you're definitely holding on to something. Some of you could be having some financial difficulties here, having to really watch your money, or you could have had a big expenditure that has happened, and you could be having some fear about financial issues. I am seeing that you're investing properly. You're being patient with regard to your money. But it could have been a little bit of a setback in the past. Now, with regard to relationships, all of this is happening because you are going through a dark period in your life. I'm seeing a lot of fear. I'm seeing a lot of sadness. I'm seeing a lot of disappointment. But it's because you're looking at the past. I do have to note to you as well that there is love that is here, but you don't see the love that's there because you're focused on the past. If you look at this figure, they're looking at the cups that are spilled, not the Two of Cups that's behind them. So this is why all this is happening. There's changes that are occurring here in your life. Let's look at what's on your mind, in your thoughts. Show me Leo's thoughts. Yeah, you're very focused here on the past, Leo. I'm seeing that there is love that is being offered to you, but you're not receptive of it. It's like you can't even see it because you're so focused here on the past. So that's where your mind is. So in September, what's coming is the Queen of Pentacles. Your money situation, if you're having any kind of money issues, definitely going to improve. I do see you working hard in September, but I also see you focusing on yourself, focusing on your home, focusing on your children if you have children, and really giving yourself this nurturing here. So that's very positive, very positive. Let's see how you're showing up. Your energy here, Leo, is very stable, which is nice. The Chariot. So you're going to be moving forward here. There's forward progress, forward movement, and it will be triumphant. Let's see the energy coming towards you. The Five of Wands. Somebody that is either carrying a lot of conflict or they fight a lot. Yeah. They could be somebody that there's been a lot of conflict with, or they have a lot of internal conflict, or both. Let's see what Spirit's advice is. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So this indicates that something is not being offered, and we're going to get advice on that, or it indicates that there's things that you don't know. The pages are always scholars. And this one is in the reverse. So this tells me that there's something that's unknown here. It also tells me that, you know, you might be the one who's not offering something as well. So let's see your outcome at the end of September. the Hangman. A sense of waiting, kind of waiting, seeing what's happening. There's still this need to work on self and to become illuminated as well. Now, the underlying energy is the Empress. I love that for you. Now, you could be dealing, I guess, with a Libra or a Taurus, but this is the energy of somebody who is, and this is underlying everything. It's the energy of somebody who is beginning to know their self-worth or knows their self-worth. They know their value. It's the energy of somebody who sits back and allows the universe to bring to them. The Empress does not chase. The Empress allows things to flow to them. Prosperity of all kinds, emotionally, financially, mentally. It's just a very calm and very regal kind of energy. So I do love that for you. Now let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Strength card here in reverse? Why is the Strength card in reverse? I feel like you're currently sitting in some fears. Yeah. 7, there's powerlessness here. So you're currently in this energy, and I feel like you're shifting, you're changing from this. But there's a sense here of powerlessness, fear, knowing that you have to be patient, knowing that, you know, the things that you invest will turn out. So you've made a decision to be patient. This is likely why I see you in this waiting mode by the end of the month. You may be making decisions regarding investments as well, but you could be kind of scared about that. In the past, we have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so in the past, I am seeing that you're very guarded because you're trying to move forward. Some of you are moving forward because from a new beginning. There may have been a false beginning that involved a third party. Others of you are focusing now on your money, and you're slowly building your wealth. You're slowly building your wealth. You could have come into a large sum of money in the recent past, but there's some sort of a new beginning that you're seeking or you're wanting here. This is the idea that you're holding on to. So in looking at this, I see you holding on to the past, really focused on the past, and holding on to the idea that you will have, even if it moves slowly, you will have a new beginning or sense of prosperity. So if this is financially related, you're holding on to that idea that if you just continue moving slow, steady, methodically, the money will come. I agree with that. But if this is regarding relationship, there's that same energy. I do see in the past that you may have moved forward from something that you were holding on to, and there is an idea of a new beginning for some of you, or you could have had a new beginning that with somebody that is stable. If that's the case, you are very devoted to that new beginning, but I'm not seeing that for most of you. I do see you taking your power back. I do see you moving forward. So let me see. And I do see some sort of new beginning here. It could have been financially, or it could have been with regard to relationship, or that could just be merely what you're hoping for. Yeah, because I see underlying everything, you've taken this break and you're really analyzing the past. You're really trying to figure things out. There's somebody that you probably are not talking to currently, but you're healing. You're healing and you're trying to bring forward the lessons from the past before you even begin to approach love again. So I feel like a lot of you are more focused on your money and your finances currently. Let's see what's on your mind. Stability is a big issue for you right now. Yeah, you feel overwhelmed. You're feeling overwhelmed when you're thinking about the past. And in fact, that's why you're not even approaching something new. You feel absolutely overwhelmed by something from the past. And for some of you, it could have had something to do with third-party energy. So let's look at September for you. Spirit, show me September for the sign of Leo. Show me September for the sign of Leo. Something feels out of reach for you. Show me September for Leo. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Star card. King of Swords reversed. I feel like this goes first. Five of Pentacles. Temperance in reverse. Eight of Cups. Nine of Wands reversed. And the Magician. Okay, so it could be a Gemini you're dealing with that feels out of reach, or it could be that you feel like you don't have all the tools necessary to create what you want. Two of Coins and the Lovers. All right, interesting. So I'm seeing you going into the month of September really in a self-care mode. I do feel like you are being studious. You are actually looking and trying to figure things out here. Now, in the first week, I see that there's some sort of a small offer, but keep in mind, it is very small. I would feel better if this was at least a knight, if not a king. So there's some sort of an offer in the beginning of the month, and I do feel like it's a wish fulfillment for you in some manner here. Now, this could be a small bump in pay. This could be like, you know, you win some small prize. I don't know, but it's something tangible here. And I do feel like it's something you've been hoping for. However, be careful, because for some of you, there could be deception attached to this. And it's going to make you angry. I do feel, and that's not for everybody, but you may be looking into as well what it is that you really wish and hope and dream for. I do see you coming into a lot of balance here in the first week of September, and it's because of the self-care. I do feel that your money is looking pretty good in September, in the beginning of September. However, be careful of dealing with dishonest people. In the second week, I do see there is somebody that is dishonest that is approaching you. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. They could have air strong in their chart or just be behaving that way. But this is an angry person, a dishonest person. And this person is going to basically approach you in a manner that's going to make you feel like you've been rejected or abandoned. It's going to cause some emotional imbalance in your life. I don't really care for what I'm seeing there, so just be careful in that second week. I am seeing that for a lot of you in the third week, you're moving from this emotional imbalance. It's because you're unable to walk away from something. You're still emotionally attached to something, and I would have to say from your other cards, it has something to do with the past. So it looks as if somebody from the past could be coming back in, but they're not coming back in an honest manner, and I don't feel like you're going to appreciate what they're bringing. Because I see that in the third week, you're sick and tired. You are sick and tired. You're over something here. Something that you've been emotionally attached to and unable to walk away from that has been bringing emotional imbalance into your life. And I do feel like, you know, you want to resolve problems with this person. You've been manifesting that. However, at this point, I feel like you don't trust this person, and it looks like you have good reason not to trust them. And I feel like you're resolving the problems yourself. I see you manifesting strongly in the third week. There could be some concerns, like I told you earlier, about, because it seemed like what you're manifesting seems to be out of reach. This was a card that flew way over, almost off of the desk. And I do feel like in the fourth week, you're going to be weighing up the pros and cons, because there is some sort of a manifestation that is coming through here with the Lovers. You're going to have a big choice to make by the end of the month. It could be between two people, or it could be just a very big choice in love. Know that you're spiritually guided. Know that you've manifested this into your life. And I do see you kind of weighing up the pros and cons of this decision. So you're going to have a big choice by the end of the month. Let me see your energy here. Spirit, show me Leo's energy in this reading. Show me the energy of Leo in this reading. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups reversed, the Devil, and the Hangman in reverse. Interesting, because your final energy here was the Hangman, so there could be a shift happening there. So your energy is showing me that some of you may be planning a trip. The Two of Wands is a card of planning. If you're not planning a trip, you could be planning to emotionally move forward, because I do see you gaining clarity regarding toxic energy here. I see you gaining that illumination that I was talking about earlier by the end of the month. Yeah, you're going to be realizing somebody here is very toxic. And you may feel that you have no other choice but to make plans for yourself and to move forward. So I do see you moving in another direction. Yeah, and it's because you're becoming illuminated. And I do feel like we have at the bottom of the deck the King of Cups, but I feel like you're pulling your emotions back. You may be dealing with someone who's emotionally unavailable, but I feel like you're now pulling your emotions back. This would be dealing with love. It would be dealing with somebody that you have very strong, deep emotions for. Now let's see who's approaching you. Show me who's approaching Leo in the month of September. Oh, Lou, that Empress card just popped out again. I like that. All right, the Chariot in reverse. The Four of Coins and the Empress. So I am seeing the energy of Gemini. Gemini is here, possibly a Cancer as well. And I'm seeing a Libra or a Taurus. Now, I do feel the energy of somebody. There's somebody that you've had stuck energy that you've been holding on to, because this comes from your past. So this is a past person that's going to be approaching you because they actually have you up on a pedestal. With the Empress here, they view you as being prosperous, beautiful, somebody that, you know, has it all pretty much. But you may have had a lot of conflict with this person. This would be the person that you were emotionally still attached to and still holding on to from the past. I'm also seeing that there is somebody approaching you who is extremely prosperous and knows their value and worth. So that's why we're getting this card underlying. You may wind up having a choice here, Leo, between, you know, this person or someone from your past. This person, though, I do feel like they're going to be very guarded because they definitely know their value, their self-worth. They could have a lot of money. They could be protecting their finances or their money. And they're kind of conflicted about whether or not to move forward with this. I'm also seeing that for some of you, there could be somebody who is approaching you who has been very stuck. You know, this is not somebody I really like their energy, to be honest, because this person is going to bring conflict. This is somebody that hasn't been moving forward. They have a lot of stuck defensive energy, and it looks like they're trying to protect their money. This is somebody who might be a bit selfish. So for some of you, you have that person coming towards you, and they're going to create some conflict in your life. You see, the thing is all three of these individuals, and you may not see all three of these. It could just be the one that is approaching you. Although keep in mind, a lot of you are going to have a choice between two at the end of the month. But I am seeing that what's drawing these people to you, Leo, is the fact that you're going through all this change. And they're seeing it or sensing it. Now let's look at Spirit's advice. Show me Spirit's advice for... Well, that's not going to work. Show me Spirit's advice for Leo. The Emperor. So some of you could be dealing with a twin flame. All right. We have the High Priestess in reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups. So if you are dealing with a twin flame, know that this person, Spirit is saying that this person may feel that they don't have enough to offer you. I do like seeing that both the Emperor and the Empress are in the upright. That is a good sign. But this is somebody, if you're dealing with a twin flame, this is somebody who feels they don't have enough to offer you. They're not trusting their own tuition, but they do see you as wish fulfillment. So just know that. Now, for others of you, what I'm seeing here is that there is definitely something that you don't know. And it's because you're not trusting your own intuition. And Spirit is saying, you know, that you, in order to get what it is that you want here, you have to take charge of your life. You have to begin to work on your money, which I see you doing. You have to trust your intuition. The Nine of Cups is a solitary card, so that there's an indication that that needs to be done in solitude. There's also an indication that things that you don't know are going to be revealed. They're going to come out. Yeah, they're going to come out. And it could just be that this, you may not know that this, this twin flame or soulmate it really does desire to be with you. And that truth will be revealed. But Spirit is telling you that you have to take charge of your life. In order to get what it is, your wish fulfillment, you have to take charge of your life. This is going to be done more individually, not collectively. It's going to be done in a solitary mode. And you have to learn how to trust your intuition. All right? So, bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, though. I love that. So things are actually moving in your favor here, Leo, but you're kind of stuck in the past. You're really, you know, and I guess, you know, that's fine because you're trying to learn the lessons from the past, and I do see you making plans to move forward. So let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Leo. Okay. Strength card reversed. Now that's your current situation. Queen of Cups. 10 of Coins reversed. And the 10 of Cups. Wow. All right, so this really ties in deep to your reading, so give me a moment here. So you're sitting in this fear and powerlessness because something has ended and you've put yourself in this waiting mode. You know, you may be waiting for somebody, or even if it's unconsciously, but it's causing a lot of, it's causing financial loss. It's causing, you know, and it could be related to finances for some of you, but I really feel like a lot of this has to do with love and feelings because we're seeing that as well. But you've put yourself in this waiting mode. It's causing you to feel powerless. It's causing you to feel fear. And it's directly related to the ending of a long-term connection. And you may even feel that you don't have the support of family and friends, or you fear that you won't. So I am seeing, however, though, that you're moving out of this because you see by the end of the month, there's a big decision. And you're going to make this decision. Part of the decision has to do with coming out of this waiting mode, releasing yourself from that. There's a realization that somebody here is very toxic. So I'm seeing that. And I'm also seeing that with the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is very perceptive, having learned to follow their intuition. And she has, you know, options here. So her cup is not open. She's looking at the cup. She's gazing at the cup. There are, and this is the same cup that back here you couldn't even see, okay, because of all the problems and feeling overwhelmed. You're moving out of all of that. There's a transitioning that is going to happen here in September for you. This is what's drawing love into your life. And this is the Queen of Cups looking at the options, opening up her heart, becoming emotionally available once again. And what will it lead to? It's going to lead to emotional happiness, complete fulfillment and emotional happiness. So you know what? I think this is actually, I can see you're definitely going through something. And I can feel, you know, especially in that middle of the month, it's going to be very difficult. So just know that. Look at the details. Take charge of your life. Know what it is that you want. Trust your intuition, because by the end of the month, you have a big decision in love. And for some of you, it's a decision between a past person and somebody new that's going to bring that prosperity into your life. For some of you, you may have had a false twin flame and now you're meeting your twin flame. But I do see you winding up, you know, becoming sick and tired of feeling fear, feeling, you know, the rejection, feeling like, you know, sitting in this powerlessness. And I do see you letting something go, an ending go, so that you can be emotionally happy. Tens are about, you know, the endings of a cycle. And you're going to have options here. And I think you're going to choose an option because the wait will be over. Waiting for someone else will be over. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. You're blocking your own prosperity is what this is telling me. And you could be blocking this person. It could be a twin flame or a soulmate connection. But sitting in the past is what's blocking the prosperity from coming into your life. So this is actually good, though, because you have to learn your lessons before you can actually move forward. And I do see you doing that. All right, let's pull a oracle card, Leo, and see what you get. Pulling for the sign of Leo. I mean, it would be so much nicer if we could just press a button and then these changes would take effect and we'd just be happy. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. I feel you on that. Pulling for Leo. Okay, I'm going to take the bottom card. All right, it says, so it's number 30. All right, threes generally indicate, threes are about creation. So you're creating here. It's called the shaman. It says lunatic. So I don't know, maybe somebody called you a lunatic, but the best of us have been called that. It's talking about insights and the cosmos. And on her journal, so you might want to look into doing some journaling. It says, I am crazy, or is it the moon? And the moon is displayed prominently here. So, you know, you could get some of your best ideas or realizations in the middle of the night. Some of you could be having, you know, waking up at a particular time in the night. Let me read this for you, though. All right, so your affirmation is, I choose to listen and dance to the secret songs of the universe. The crazy one, the shaman, the one who sees. Lunatic is a word derived from the Latin word luna, meaning moon. So a lunatic is one who is moonstruck. There is a face on the moon. Can you see it in the night even when others cannot? This is the great paradox of the mystic. You hear the whispers that others cannot. You hear the secret songs of the universe. It's okay to be an outsider in a world of conformity and contempt. A world where those who are different are met with rejection from society. Even if they are the shamans, the seekers, and artists who point us to the way of truth, soul, and transformation. The moon is beaming sacred truths, mysteries, and visions to the one who can receive them, the one who is open to them. Some people have a special gift of insight that is revealed to them during certain times, such as dreams or, all right? It is in the divine order of the cosmos for those who are chosen. So some of you guys could be chosen. Pulling the shaman card can be a call to embrace more of your crazy side or to tune into it more at this time. You may be judged by others, but what you gain is far superior to their disapproval. The world needs more mystics and shamans to show us the soul of the world, to point us away from the suffocation of too much conformity and stagnation. The energy behind this card is that of dreams, ideas, and visions, especially spiritual and creative ones. Express, act on, create, and share what you are receiving from the mysterious. Harness your power of insight. Do not let it fade away and dim within you. In other words, use it or lose it. The more you do, the stronger it will become. So guys, really pay attention to your dreams, or if you wake up in the middle of the night with a thought, or, you know, there's something that you create or journal about, just, you know, nighttime is a really relevant time for you. And there's an indication here. Keep in mind the Queen of Cups is also extremely psychic, extremely intuitive. So a lot of you guys could be, you know, shamans, or you could be, some of you could be card readers yourselves, but there you have a deep psychic ability. So allow yourself to open up to that. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your weekly readings, namaste.